Paya just said, you know what, Bounty?
Okay, fine. No worries. I haven't got to play this all day. He's been itching to play it.
Let's go.
Here it is. It is Bounty versus this, and he's going to want to win this round on even and push, I think is going to be the case. And watch him now try and prove me wrong and just pass at 3 cards. And opening hands for the players. Not terrible for DarkGriffin.
Yeah.
He will be looking to find access to his Immortals. He does have it if he wants it, actually, already, so it's not too bad.
This is not bad.
It's not the worst hand in the world. Okay, could be worse. Has kept the Erendite on blue. Just is planning on staying ahead here, building that value. We go in. Pyre, on the other hand, has kept the Candle. He's looking to mulligan that away to guarantee it for his Golden Necker, possibly. Or might jam it just for protection and that little bit of proactive spending.
We're going for it.
Straight for the Immortals, I would imagine.
This is a fast Gwent.
Yeah,
We're
speed.
going for Gwent, speed.
Oh, no, of course, it's the Militalist Temple version.
Yeah.
Of course, we are running Militalist Temple.
Look at that.
Ooh, Dandelion is an interesting choice here.
Yeah, Griffin is funny, but
It's
that's
not
about
good,
it.
though. So you've got the choice of it's Dandelion or Kira. Kira could be good here. We have no idea which ones they've taken, of course.
So Philippa.
Philippa's good removal value.
Oh, Kira again.
Kira
Tristana.
again. Okay.
Let's see.
So what did we get? We took the Philippa, the Kira, and the Gerhard.
Made sense, yeah.
Seems reasonable.
Thank you for showing us DarkGriffin.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and we have now seen what choices were taken there from that.
And that's it. That's your first game, first card, and now let's see. So we have Paya is just prepping his graveyard.
Yeah, just discarded a special here for Paya.
Wait. We did.
Yeah, he's just... has he played it onto a dead board, effectively? Because he's got the coins,
Interesting.
Right? So he played Hysteria.
Okay, that was really fast.
So he's played Hysteria, okay. Plays this, of course, he's played Hysteria because, of course, he killed the Lady of the Lake.
Oh,
that makes more sense.
That was so fast, though.
That makes sense. And now the Immortals are on the board, ready to go, and he has pulled that Philippa.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
And so now we have the engine combo going, Immortals, just going and going and going.
Yeah. Do not make the mistake of Crystal Sculling your Immortals, because it'll never gain a shield again. I don't expect to see it at this level.
You would hope not.
You would hope not. Has both of the Knights in hand as well. Really nice here, because he can build that up, get himself the right amount just before it's about to proc, drop his carryover, and keep that engine on there as well.
But at the same time, holding the Crystal Skull for a little while could be useful against Paya now, because we expect poison.
Yep. It's one of the reasons you keep hold of it.
Does Paya have access to a second poison here?
Nope.
Unless the Unicorn brings something, yeah.
Having both of those is actually really nice.
Yep.
Having both of them available so early can be brilliant. It's a difficult decision here, because his leader ability could remove, right now, the Witch, if he wants to.
Do you want to do that?
You don't want to give Caleb so early, I don't think.
No.
Honestly.
So that's the thing, but the longer you keep it on board, the bigger it grows.
And there it goes. That's going to be ticking nice and quickly. It's only one turn away from its grace being met.
Oh, and Paya says, you know what? No.
I've got my carryover.
This is
I'm
it.
in and I told you he'd do that.
Yeah, you called it.
You see? It's interesting. As a Golden Necker list, he doesn't need to thin as well here. And honestly, he doesn't have to overcommit either. He's got some coins. Playing into this round with a few extra points doesn't hurt him here, and he can just get out effectively. But that's risky against
DarkGriffin got both of the Echo, of course, all of them, including the Arrow Knight.
Yeah. The Arrow Knight should be now at 4, I believe.
Yeah. We have a Resilience card, that's alright. We don't need the shield anymore. So we'll get... He got quite lucky with drawing the things from Military Temple as well.
Yeah, seems so.
Yeah.
Has access, obviously he's drawn the Philippa and buffed her, which makes sense. A great way of removing a lot of different things. That shield could be problematic though. Could absorb a bit of that. There's a lot of power into these hands here.
Oh yeah.
Has access to the Golden Necker. How far is DarkGriffin going to go? That's my question. Is he just going to go, okay,
2
scenario,
cards and go.
fight me? How are you going to beat it?
Yeah. We might go scenario resilience leave.
I think if he's scenarioing, he's going in for I think he's going for as many points, try and get a tempo pass, maybe get a card. It'll be tough, but if anything can do it, it is knights.
Definitely, because they can grow so tall so quickly.
Very much so. This should be answered, but will it be? The blood money still has the full damage. Only bounty is Caleb as it stands. And Caleb does not survive, in my opinion. Caleb just gets deleted instantly, probably with the Erendite. I think it's at a point where it can be.
We don't know, but I think so as well, yeah.
I think it's at 5.
And we see the unicorns coming down.
And again, another
Makes sense. That is great, because, well, we have access to poison.
Yeah.
With Candle protecting that's really good.
Very much so. Paya gives a lot there. That's a big amount of points. But is thinking, you know what? You've dropped your scenario above 9. I am more than happy to play. We'll play this game. That is absolutely fine.
So we're seeing just a resilient knight from Paya, for DarkGriffin.
Yeah.
Will Paya try and get that deleted so DarkGriffin can't have any carryover?
Well, it's killable right now. If he wants to use the Teshin sword, he could just kill it, and instead Paya's thinking...
And I think he's going for the skull and the poison boy.
That's a very big possibility.
Yeah.
He's got the option here. He wants to transition this scenario now. The fact that one of the engines is already gone and he has no engines on board is a little bit scary. He needs to develop some and quickly because there's so much removal here for Pajabol.
Yeah.
That if he is going to keep playing here, this is when he has to decide if he's going to do it. Yeah, I thought the pass was there as well. That was a weird animation change.
So for us, it kind of clicked later on. I was like, oh, interesting.
That animation was very strange on our screen just then. But it is now DarkGriffin's choice.
Yep.
He's going to be worried.
And we're seeing another knight coming down.
We are. And okay, he's in.
He's in. He's saying, okay, I'll stay. I'll do this. I want to bleed.
He does.
Right?
He has to use his leader ability there because otherwise... He knows that gets deleted by Teshin sword, Vitality, and the shield, of course, both counting.
But he has no answer to poison.
He does not have any answer to poison. No, I don't believe he has any answer to poison. There goes the morale. Well, we know there's a follow-up poison.
And we know that there is a skull click following as well to protect it, right?
Yeah, will it be enough? Not Teshin Mutna, the Erendite now.
Maybe we see 2 clicks, maybe 3. We could see.
We could do. And that's what Pajabol will be working out now. Does spend twice, knows that it can't be that tall. Good. Decisions here. He is ahead right now. But I don't think he can afford to pass yet.
He could Erendite still, just to... Because it will come back, so he could do that just to lower the,
Yeah.
Just to threaten a bit more. Because Paya's fine here, definitely.
He is. My worry for DarkGriffin is if he keeps playing here, he's playing to a loss, effectively, because he's going to lose his card. But so far, he's played into what Pajabol is looking to do.
Does Paya have another artifact?
Yes. The location. He's also running the location as well, so he's happy with that. As we sit here, DarkGriffin really, really waiting on what he wants to do here. And decides to play.
Night. Okay.
I'm really surprised.
Me too.
Because that's just going.
That's leaving immediately, yes. And Paya might threaten another poison.
If you're Pajabol, you're deleting that one first.
Yeah, you are, of course.
And as quickly as you can, it's a 20-point swing. He doesn't automatically get him ahead by any means. But it's so many points to be able to delete. He is behind by, well, exactly the same amount of points he has, actually. So he needs 28.
Let's go.
And he's got 20 of them just ready and waiting on the board. But he's now making a decision which way does he want to go with this. Because he knows he's got the poison. He knows there's no answer. Does he get the bounty value as well?
No.
It turns out the answer to that is no, but that's actually terrifying for DarkGriffin here.
Yeah, it is, because suddenly the gap is so much smaller.
Well, the Teshin sword is going to hit that shield unit 3 times, just enough to kill it. And he's no longer ahead either, even worse.
So if DarkGriffin leaves now, he's leaving card down.
And that's the scary thing for him.
He has the resilience, but that resilience is going away.
And
So there's no carryover and a card down. You don't want to do that.
Well, if he passes, he keeps the carryover. But he also keeps the bounty, I believe.
Yeah, that's it.
So, which you don't want to be carrying with you at all here. This is not a good situation for him. And I think he's going to keep going. I think he keeps going here. We see a leader ability come through. Now that does keep it alive because the first 5 points will hit the shield.
Yes.
And it will stay alive but that could just mean the leader ability eats the rest.
That could be it, yeah. So what will Paya do now? He can come with the sword. He's probably not playing the Golden Necker or another poison, right?
He won't want to play the Golden Necker if he doesn't have to. Instead, gives it the 4th status that it would need to now die from the sword again.
And also has some money, some coin.
He does.
Which is good.
I wouldn't mind a leader ability here on the knight.
Yeah, and it happens. There we go.
And now a spare. Is he going to lock him in? Is he going to spend? Or is Pajabol going to offer the pass? Big decision here, because coins are looking a bit tight right now.
He spent.
He does.
Because the thing is DarkGriffin wants to leave now.
Yeah.
Paya would be going into this next round with half of the coins anyway.
Yeah, which makes sense.
So it makes sense, right?
Gerhardt. Ooh, now that's risky.
Oi.
Okay, just plays the engine. Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah.
This is such a long round 2.
It is. This round 2 is really important for DarkGriffin because obviously he got the first round really easily. He can't allow Paya to have that long round.
And
now it kills it.
That's gone.
But he's not ahead again.
And we can spend.
And I think he does.
And I think he does too, yeah. Because he doesn't want to now. Oh, wow.
Offers the pass. He's getting to a stage, because the leader ability of Pajabol now is only worth 1 damage. He has a decent bronze that he can just drop, but a 9-point Erendite that you're just getting back for more value.
Yeah.
Now for DarkGriffin, you're thinking, okay, kill Caleb.
Good.
Or I would be looking at that and thinking,
Yeah. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Why am I losing here, really?
And that's the thing. He might lose the pass that he currently has, but it's probably worth taking that risk here for him, I think.
It is worth because you are probably getting more out of Paya.
Well, that's what he's hoping.
Because if you pass now, Paya can just drop the bronze.
Yeah.
Let's
and
see.
you're assuming that's the case. You know he's offered it this, right? He needs... And he's got cards that he can keep going.
Yeah.
Right? He can keep pushing this here. Getting the second Erudite back. Oh, he takes the pass.
Okay, so are we gonna see the bronze?
Yeah, 100%.
And possibly a skull? I'm not sure. We'll see what we get here.
All of the above catch, so it doesn't matter. He'll just take whatever gives him the most coins, which I believe is the 3. Doesn't need to spend with it here.
Yep.
Doesn't? Oh, no,
he does.
takes that. He would have needed to, because, of course, the engine's going to tick one more. I think that's a rough decision for DarkGriffin. I think if he plays every card in his hand, he gets the Golden Necker. He probably loses his card, but he's much happier for it. Not using that first Erendite there. Is it going to come back to bite him? We will see.
And of course now Paya can set up his Golden Necker better as well.
Yeah. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
The dual poison and bounty card, the Salamandra Assassin, I want to think it's called.
Yeah, I think.
I don't think I've never really seen the card, so I'm just going to call it Salamandra Assassin.
We now see all 3 cards from Melitele, including Kira.
We do. Nice Pella as well.
Pella's really good here. We're leaving him naked to
Pajabol
out the Erendite.
He's saying, please use your Erendite, because you're losing half the value. Please, I beg you.
Do it.
And Paya has no idea. It's an open deck list, but Melitele adds that bit of what-ifery. What could you have found? And you lose some value. But that's completely worth it, because you keep the Erendite.
Yeah.
That is a much nicer play. Not the best for Pajabol here, but he does have 2 poisons. He's thinking that's going to be fine.
Is this the tallest DarkGriffin will go?
Probably. Yeah, probably. But there is a Pella, but 1 Pella won't be enough here. Because 1 Pella's never enough. 1 Pella is not all it takes, and instead, he's just setting himself up here. Doesn't need to go too quickly. is now inviting another piece of removal. Is now saying, okay, kill this. Please boost yourself even taller.
Yes.
He's confident that with Lassay has the ability, who doesn't have Lassay actually, but he's confident that he can find the poisons that he needs to deal with this because he's going to get that location, which is a guaranteed poison, has 3 other poison options in hand effectively.
Easy enough, right?
And here it comes.
And we're seeing the Golden Necker quite early.
Purify Bank and oh.
Bank is interesting. Oh.
The Ignatius is not there yet, mind you. Right? And I think, he actually is running 2 Pellas in this list. And Pajabol was running multiple Siegfrieds. People are afraid right now.
You want to make sure you know you can reach your purifiers.
Listen, Purify is where it's at.
And that's...
if he can get another bounty, Ignatius will also still grow. Worth noting. So, he's ahead by 20 effectively, but has so much value. The leader is only worth 1, will potentially be worth 2 eventually. The 5 coins and plenty more in the pocket.
Ooh, so looking at this, Arendelle could delete Ignatius now, right? That could just go.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
I think it goes. Which one would you rather delete, Ignatius or the brother?
It's really difficult. The brother could be a big threat, but there's only so many cards that are being poisoned. Takes the Arendine's 14. Yeah, killing the poison is probably your best bet, right?
Yeah.
Also spreads your boosts nicely in a way that wasn't going to be the case earlier.
Makes sense.
This is going to be close. You look at Fireball's hand and you think, oh god, that's terrible. Look at those Misk 4 provision and 5 provision block. It's not. There are so many points sat there right now.
So we're going to see... we don't want to overprofit. That's for sure.
No, but the candle will help that.
Yeah. So we're going for the bounty.
And there is...
Spending.
And here... So now you purify the bounty. I think you purify the bounty.
You do, yeah.
There you go. Pella takes that extra 2 points.
needs to go next, but then Gerhardt doesn't really have much value either. There's more.
It depends, because the Gerhardt, if you play it, you may end up having to play the Gerhardt first and teleporting, but you lose all the boosts. You don't really want to do that. Gerhardt last play is just 13 points. Kira, sure, she loses a tick of boost, but I don't think you mind. I think that's okay.
Yeah.
It depends on...
So we're seeing a poison. Self-poison to get more cash.
Yeah, well, that's worth
it. Then, yeah, it is, yeah.
Because now Pajabol has a 1-turn removal, effectively here, right?
Yeah.
Now,
and which is what he wants. We're seeing the Kira.
We are, and we know what's coming. We know what's being removed here. There's 11 points going to disappear off the board. And a nice spend as well here. That's a lot of points available for Pajabol.
We need to spend first so we don't overspend.
Yeah.
Correct? He does, of course.
Does it that way. And now he does it.
Oh, wait. We don't know the leader size? Like 5, 6?
It's 2.
2? Only 2. Okay.
In fact, it's only 1 right now. Paya's leader is only worth 1 right now, if I'm not mistaken, because he used it to delete and hasn't transitioned a single bounty since.
Okay.
But should just have enough points to be fine here.
Will he purify the vitality? That was 1.
Yeah, of course he will.
So we have 26, that's never happening.
No, this is worth 13, plus the leader ability left at about 2.
There we go.
It isn't close, and it is Pajabol 1.
Yep.
DarkGriffin 0. Pajabol is off the mark.
I think we said so many options, we will be right in one of them.
I think it's going to be Northern Realms for Pajabol, and I think Nilfgaard.
I'm saying Skellige for Paya, I'm still thinking that.
Let's find out.
And it is Skellige for Pajabol versus... exactly what they didn't want.
Well, let's see.
One of them wanted that.
Will the plan come together? This is what DarkGriffin dreamed of.
I love the board as well.
It's a beautiful board from the Aretusa journey.
Yeah.
Very nice, very cozy, the vibe we're going for.
Well, let's see if the players draw well. So, I see...
It leaves the knickers in hand. Interesting.
So, Paya has only 1 unicorn in hand.
Yeah.
Knickers in hand, because they had the Blightmakers
I didn't even get a chance to breathe and say what I was going to say before Paya's already done it.
No, we're doing it.
It's like, listen, you kill my boat, I'm going to play it again because you just put it on the top of my deck. And yes, Delirium, it will be up on my YouTube channel.
And it's also in the history
in
of
the VODs as well.
Channel, yeah.
So, will Clog prevail here?
Well, DarkGriffin's now pretty confident in just inning, right?
Yes.
Easy life. You just do that for a little while, and we'll see. Meanwhile, Paya can play another ship.
He can. It's also got some armor, so he can build up his carryover value. The only problem is, he is missing the 2 cards you most want to gain that armor on. It's useless on the Corsair that it is gaining. You're, of course, looking for it on the boat and on the Clash as well.
Yes.
So, neither of those in hand right now for Pajabol.
So, we're seeing another, obviously, Blightmaker.
More
that
thinning,
makes sense.
and obviously he now can get the value of that. It's great just to pull them out to keep going, but there's a lot of additional value in the consistency there. Pajabol going to hold the leader,
Makes
but
sense.
does manage to hit the right cards.
Wow, very nice.
Odds were kind of 50-50 there that he was going to do so. 4 cards, 3 pings. Slightly
Worked out
less
well.
likely to happen for him, but hey, you know what?
What are we gonna see here? We could see Cynthia or the boost.
Cynthia's an option,
We
but he
think
just goes for the
yes.
Boo Hurt here, takes himself some boost value as well, and keeps himself ahead crucially. That's something he's going to want to keep doing. Ooh. Pajabol now looking through his choices, because 3 cards at 3 power means that Brockvar Warrior is only playing for 5, probably has to play the Axle here, which is not ideal for him really. Doesn't mind having it in the graveyard, but...
Oh, yeah, we've seen him do it multiple times before. That's probably what he will end up
not a
going
great hand
for.
though, because he doesn't want to play the Compass, he doesn't want to play...
The sword either.
Yeah.
The unicorn or the Necker.
No, so he's
So
starting
you're
to get
either
into a
playing
spot.
Axel or the warrior, right?
Yeah, so this makes
Axel it
sense.
is, yeah.
Good value. Thins as well. That extra bit of
That's good.
tempo is huge for him there. So he's not going to mind that at all. But he has just opened up a bit of a gap in
Yeah.
doing so.
And the Knickers just stayed, by the way, because there were other things.
He
to
got
mulligan.
both
It
bricks,
was,
right?
Yeah, there were other bricks that needed to go.
Makes
That's
sense.
just how it is.
Makes sense. It's unfortunate, not much that can be done, but when you draw both the Mage
Cynthia
Assassins...
is front row, so she doesn't work well now for DarkGriffin, right?
It's not the... Yeah, she's not great, but she's also not the end of the world. It doesn't keep you ahead on even. The only thing that does that right now would be Black Blood and Leader onto the boat.
Oh.
I think that does just enough, because that's going to play for 9.50. It's not enough because of the... It just plays the Cynthia.
Cynthia is
Has the reach, clogs, finds
And
the roach
thins.
as well.
very
Nice.
good. Nice. That's probably it. Will Paya leave?
He can now play that Brockvar Warrior, but it starts to get riskier. Because if he chooses to do so, he then puts himself on a hand that isn't the best. But he does have both leader charges to be able to press that a little, and he really knows he wants to win this round. He doesn't want to be in a spot where he's not in control of this.
That makes sense, yeah.
He needs 18 points right now for DarkGriffin.
And I think that was the last card from Paya. Last card he wanted to give.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely the last one he wants to give, but there is a Royal Decree in hand for DarkGriffin. Does have the opportunity, if he wants, to use that.
Yeah, definitely.
He's probably looking to play Ciri on a pass, because he knows, of course, that the Tesha Mutna sword exists, and it deletes Ciri. Like this, gone. Do-do-doosh. Is he going to play here? Because if it is, it's got to be Black Blood and Leader, and that's a big commitment to give.
I think he will keep that for later, honestly.
Probably, but you're not getting a good one in this matchup, right? Generally speaking.
But you don't also have much more removal. So you want to keep it, but
Okay, here's the decree.
probably for Ciri then?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, and she loses her shield here.
Immediately.
And Pajabol doesn't even blink.
Yeah, no, that was... You know, he learned from MyaMon. He was like, that worked last time. Maybe if I do this now... Well, Ciri's gone.
Yeah. Ciri
and
in
so
and out.
is DarkGriffin.
Yeah. Been in and gone. DarkGriffin was basically putting himself on a situation of, if you don't have it, I'm happy. It's there, now I can go away.
Yes, definitely. So, of course, now we see the
Clog.
bricks, the clock. Oof. Siri for Paya is good.
Yeah, very much so.
We finally get rid of the Nickers. See a little bit more of Clog for DarkGriffin.
The Maxi is huge.
Ooh, this
there.
is a great hand.
So good because Pajabol is in the driving seat here. Can play the Maxi and rearrange those irritatingly clogged cards.
Not so good for DarkGriffin.
Not ideal, but not
the worst.
Not devastatingly bad. Can still be decent and uninteractive. Has the ability to be awkward here.
What are we gonna see? We'll probably see the Siri drop. That's the easy way to go.
Siri makes good sense.
Do we have an answer?
But at some point you'll black blood and boost it.
Yeah.
Realistically, I think is what you end up doing to deal with that. It also, you know your opponent's deck list, so he knows about the Curse of Corruption, will be acutely aware that that's there. Playing around it is something he's going to want to try and do. Keeping that Siri tall certainly helps with that agenda. So it's an option. He's not going to, because the lock is useless. The Viper Witcher obviously is useless as well.
Unicorn doesn't have the other unicorn with
No,
itself,
each of them is missing the opposite one. He just drops this, knowing it doesn't do anything. It's just points, effectively.
Wow.
Because Paya needs to push here, but doesn't really have the cards to do it once again. He can play his Maxi.
And Maxi now is what it is, but it's not ideal, right?
It might actually be a time where he has to use the compass twice and the compass just to thin. But he's playing Maxi first, which means he knows
decent.
where his hand is. It's
but
not
we're
terrible.
missing some of the important golds. Right? Like the other unicorn, we're not gonna see that.
So he's looking at it now. Draw, mulligan, mulligan. He's not...
Well, we're not even getting the Royal Decree.
If he leaves it alone, he gets Royal Decree.
He doesn't.
He will get it from his Golden Necker.
True, okay.
If he waits until the next round. So he'll get Royal Decree, definitely. He doesn't get the horse, but of course... Horse, of course. If he doesn't draw it from Golden Necker, he can get it. We have no idea.
I think we would have seen him keep... No?
No, we have
don't know.
In the client, we don't know. We will just have to see if he draws Murder Boat first or shuffled. I might actually have kept that as...
I think he kept that. Yeah.
As Pajabol. I would probably have kept that hand,
What
honestly.
is DarkGriffin going to do now? Are we finally getting rid of the Siri with the Black Blood?
It's certainly a consideration, as that not only gets him ahead, but also gets rid of the carryover, puts Pajabol in a difficult spot, because he should be putting Pajabol in a difficult hand.
We're not.
Instead, he's just clogging, saying, all right, no problem, have another Maxi. And another Maxi.
And we're seeing Magic Compass.
Magic Compass, he did shuffle.
He shuffled,
because Bjorn wasn't up there, so he has decided to shuffle. And we're
playing another Maxi, oh no.
Okay, he's decided to put Bjorn in the graveyard.
Now we get the horse.
Okay, yeah. Then the problem with that is he's missing the location. You're going to get the...
One or the other.
No, it's in order. It's the top one. So we now know he would draw that, right? Which... But you probably take that...
No, I'm thinking about the Golden Necker. Because you would still get the Royal Degree and therefore get the Murder Boat.
Yes, you've got good access to those. And here it comes. Black Blood, leader ability, hit the Siri.
There we go. Goodbye.
Boom, burn. And that is a lot of points. But, of course, it does open up a lovely little Curse of Corruption if Pajabol wants it.
Thins the Nicker.
Yes. Yeah, Nickers is now out. Is Pajabol going to take it? Because he's behind by 11. This only puts him ahead by 2 when you account for the bleeding. It's not great. It's not great.
But... It might be his best target for the Curse of Corruption.
He might have to go up. Yeah. No, he's out.
Up. No?
He thinks... So trading it now is awkward for him.
It is.
Because he's not going tall himself now. That's a big choice.
It's a matchup. Okay, let's see.
Okay, so that was always coming. Back.
Another horse.
He didn't shuffle. Okay.
And he shuffled.
He shuffled again.
He shuffled twice. Shuffle.
He did all the shuffle.
So now we're gonna see either location or Vial, unless Vial was put down the bottom. Does a Golden Necker care about order?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the top of each one, which is why Maxi's so
probably
good, right?
Vial is on the bottom now, right?
Very much so. You'd think that's what he's done. He should have put Vial to the bottom, so he then...
And we have Royal Decree, a location most likely and a misc.
Can he thin enough? So, he's got 7 cards. The ponies take it down to 6. The golden necker takes it down to 3. He cannot thin enough here to get the value he wants from the compass. He can because he gets decree, never mind. He can just do it by 1 unless he uses the ponies too early and doesn't get the decree and bricks it. If he bricks his golden necker, he needs to not do that. He needs the golden necker.
That's interesting from DarkGriffin, because you would think right now that's what you want to be doing and you will want to be clogging. And we missed that.
Yeah.
DarkGriffin
he can still...
So we're seeing golden necker, of course.
Yeah.
We get the boat, we get all these things.
Perfect. He's going to be very happy with that because now he's got 1 turn to clog here.
Yeah. You gotta do it fast, so golden necker it is. If you want to clog. That gets you the location, that gets you the Viper Witcher.
Yes, because otherwise you're going to see the Disco Pony and the Chironex, I'd imagine. This is... There's a lot of different ways you could play this out as both of these players, and it's still winnable for both of them at this stage. This is really awkward, and I think
we see the golden necker, that makes sense.
Okay.
That's a good lock. Good steal.
And the Gorthagaved as well, lovely. So we can lock the boat, he can yen the engine, and he will Gorthagaved and block. This is why it gets difficult, because while the compass is great, if you can't actually get the thinned version of it, it's not. Surely he's taking the Viper Witcher here.
That has to be it.
Surely. I'd be stunned if it's not.
Come on. What are you thinking about?
The rope timer is hitting hard here.
We're not clogging.
I am surprised he would take the engine.
Because that's the whole point. Well, you can put something through the location, right?
Yeah. Location can clog, but it's too late.
It's too late, yeah.
I suppose it's not too late, actually, no, because he knows he's got 1 more turn, right? He's got one more turn, because the compass can only be played next turn, couldn't be played this, because he had to play those first.
Yeah, but compass is 3 and less, or 3 is already?
3 is no good.
Oh, okay.
3 is no good, so he's okay. He's okay. He knows that way it's going, so he's got to clog now.
That was too close for me, though.
Yeah. Please don't clog roach your knickers. Okay, in goes the misc. Perfect. That is now clogged. He will be happy. Berengar will be fine, because Berengar is just last play, and as a result, it will not die if it's played as the last card. It checks at the start of your next turn now, so that will be his final play. Points. Yeah, more than happy with that.
So... golden compass, a magical compass.
Yeah.
No.
It's just play 1 of the 3 of them now.
Yeah.
Which
is not it. That's not what you wanted, honestly.
No, you're looking at the Curse of Corruption option.
Could be it now.
He still has both leaders as well. That's not terrible.
This is it, though.
This isn't great, but of course plays this out.
Oh my. Well played from DarkGriffin, though.
Yeah, that's
what you wanted.
Setting this up nicely. He's still by no means got this in the bag, though.
No.
There's a lot of points, decent amount of value, although that Ciri looking scary, of course. It is effectively, as it stands, a 13-point swing.
Yep.
And Pyre is only ahead by 14. 17 if you count for the vitality.
But she's also going front row when I assume the Ragnarok will happen.
It certainly would be hoping so if you are Pajabol,
yeah.
But it won't have any turns to tick by the time it moves across.
So we're going to...
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeet, delete.
That was fast.
And draws the card, of course, that he yenned earlier as well.
Makes sense. We're going to see... probably the engine, I assume, then, just to put it down.
Yeah, you could do. You couldn't just damage your Viper Witcher twice.
You could even lower the value on your Viper Witcher, exactly, to prevent...
Gives the armor, that's a weird choice. That's...
Okay.
If that 1 point makes the difference here in terms of removal, that could be quite the misplay.
So now we're seeing this.
Yeah.
And that's what I was worried about, because then you are just exposing yourself to this, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time... Okay,
I mean, he's fine. The Ciri jump just wins the game, but risky.
That was risky.
Risky. Felt confident,
Now we have the murder boat, but murder boat's not enough.
No.
Not even close.
Ahead by 1, ahead by 2, and Berengar comes out.
Stays alive.
Perfect.
We even have witches.
Witches for days, in fact, you would say. And it is 1-1, the one here.
DarkGriffin going on blue.
Oh,
and we're
nice.
saying a mirror.
Okay, now, you would rather be the blue coin player here typically, but not exclusively.
In case you didn't know what's in the deck. And that's what when we're looking at the decks, I get it while of forbidden knowledge. It's interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have basically ready to go boost for whatever you want.
Yeah.
And on leather, that makes so much sense.
It
and
does.
you also never, and if you're ever queuing into somebody who plays as well, it's just funny.
Yes.
In a tournament like this, once this happens, it just loses all the value, right?
It does, yeah. It just effectively thins itself through, but it's a 4 provision card.
At
You
least
don't
it
mind
thinks
it,
itself out soon.
which
Yeah.
isn't terrible. Both players have pretty great looking hands here. There is actually a Bricked Lady of the Lake in DarkGriffin's hand, bizarrely, which is unusual. Every Echo card going just sat waiting for DarkGriffin. On the other hand, almost the same situation for Pajabol, but both of them looking pretty great. Now,
We're starting with Manitele.
no, that's an Aneromancy, and going for the value instead. I
Let's
would
go.
also have thought Mellifluly, but he's very keen to win this round,
Okay.
or at least not lose it on even, I think. He's trying to develop his engine value quickly.
And Sigrid's here as well. Yep.
Yeah,
Which could be sneaky.
it could be. I don't know if it's going to do much in this matchup. It was probably there mostly for cultists. Pajabol was worried about that, understandably, as it turned out. Looks like we're both going to be playing this mirror-on-mirror action. Yep, there she is.
There she is. Oh my.
Oh
You
boy.
love to see it,
You
right?
do. Now, they both want to stay ahead at the end
Because
of each
of the
turn.
sword.
This is literally a whose sword is bigger kind of situation, and they are going to be...
Are they, that
Well,
they're
let's
doing?
find out. This is going to be quite the fight. And this is why DarkGriffin can't afford to drop the Mellifluly so early.
Yeah,
because it
yeah.
plays at 0 tempo. Cannot be in a situation where he allows that to be the case. Instead, has to play and grab some value as quickly as possible. That AA will certainly help with that. Is he going to... Yes, he is. Okay.
There we go.
And
That's it.
a lot of points there. Takes advantage of that
Quickly.
stratagem,
Right.
which is the big advantage on blue coin as the engine deck. Develops them earlier. How does Paya get ahead from this spot? Ooh.
Are we gonna see on our heat wave?
Probably...
Yeah. We're gonna see a heat wave onto the Immortals.
Yeah.
There we go.
And that is not something DarkGriffin can do, of course, because he took Temple.
Yep.
Now,
He has verification, but that's not gonna help you too much.
that's not going to
is
help
it?
right now, but it will for the scenario, because Pajabol has just made a decision. I cannot deal with your scenario now. As a result, you're going to give me points to deal with mine.
DarkGriffin can deal with his.
Awkward, though.
Awkwardly, but can.
Can if he wants to. Now,
What are we gonna see from DarkGriffin? Another bronze makes
another
sense.
bronze, and he will start, of course, taking the points away. Pajabol now getting 2 points a turn, or in fact none. Effectively, it's 2 points on DarkGriffin's turn for the shield instead, and just edges himself ahead ever so slightly. This
That
is
makes
now
sense.
going to be close every single turn.
Yep.
DarkGriffin could remove that engine right now. I believe the Erendite is big. No, it won't be. It can only be at
No.
4, I think.
4 or 5, yeah.
Yeah. He never temples.
So,
them, right?
I don't think he temples, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Now that's a temple.
He's playing the temple now because he's just ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's brave. That's very... And they're not great
We're
choices
not gonna
either.
see. Foltest is interesting.
But not so great.
But
Adalia,
Adalia
is okay
could be good, yeah.
in this list. I personally just love Yaskia as a card
I get it, yeah.
for the carryover, for the hand buff, but what will he take? Oh,
Oh
God.
wow, no,
Mad Kian.
no, haven't seen that ever.
Wow.
Machian, we got that Ildiko and
Okay.
Dandelion.
I took the Dandelion. Not
Okay.
the best choices at all.
Not the best thing to choose from. Not
Yeah,
the best.
yeah, yeah.
We'll see if the choices were right.
No, their options available to him, not good.
Okay, there we go.
And he boosts the Askia there. Love that. Erendite sat at 5. Probably gets rid of the Lady. Actually, gets rid of the Erendite.
Yeah,
he
that
can
makes
play
sense.
it from
Because he
Lady.
can play him from Lady.
And there is Yaskia. Remembers to click.
There we go.
Is now drawing some carryover and engine value as well.
How is Pajabol catching on?
He's got a point per turn. He can play his carryover now. Or okay.
No. I was thinking he might play the Resilience, right?
Yeah, that's an option, but he's waiting for that. He does, of course, have spores. And that's a lot of value. The access to that is going to be the difference here. And he's keeping himself ahead every turn. Both Erendites growing and growing and growing here.
Wow. So, DarkGriffin can still play...
He can play all of the options right
The
now.
Lady of the Lake would make some sense.
I think he just plays the Knight, honestly.
Could do that, yeah.
I think, because that plays for 4, but he has another set of points. His engines per turn, and one of them is going to proc right now. Probably plays the engine... Oh, do you play it front middle to get the extra shield value? I think you do.
I think you do,
Even though you lose 2 points. No, he's not bothered. And where's he putting his carryover?
We will never know.
Because what you want in that situation... Oh. Okay.
You know what? Okay.
Okay. Buffs. Ildiko and Mad Kian is being buffs. The benefit of Dandelion, it shows you your top deck.
Yeah.
That takes the delete. And it's just enough to get ahead with his engines.
This is so close.
It
each
really
turn.
is. I'm surprised he didn't play that front middle. Because it was always going to get deleted.
Yeah. Are we going to see
But would have gained the shield.
Erendite from DarkGriffin now?
Probably, I would play the Pella because it's just enough again.
Yeah.
The longer he waits, the better it is.
Erendite it is.
Okay, takes it. Oh yeah, of course, the engine value. He's not just going to be worrying about...
Yeah, there we go.
This is...
So, now we're seeing the Resilience from Paya. That makes sense. Of course, and that could be purified.
Now this is interesting because DarkGriffin should pass here.
Yeah.
Because he's in trouble if he doesn't.
By baiting.
Yeah.
And Paya does that well.
Yeah, he's happy with that, but I can see a Spores is going to be painful here. But the extra carryover ticking and ticking.
Okay.
We don't know what he's doing. Obviously, we have no control over this. We cannot hide those cards, but this is just an engine fest right now.
Yep. So, Paya is now probably just scoring
so many
every
points.
day, all day. Let's go.
So many points here.
There it is.
There it is.
Paya is very happy with that.
Now, do you play this and leader it?
Oof.
It's 9.
Nope.
No, he takes the pass.
Siegfried can stay in hand for now.
Can. And no carryover for Pajabol, but wins on even. That is pretty huge here.
Probably what Paya was going for.
It certainly would have been the hope on red to be able to do that. He was really, really careful. They both built their Erendites for a long period of time, and all of their draws.
That's a pity that we're not getting those in the same order. That would have been funnier.
That would have been. Oh wow.
That's it.
I know. I've been talking about how varied the meta is.
This
just
feels very right now.
Oh, Paya's just going for it. He's got the hand of his dreams, and he thinks 2-0 is on the cards here.
Wow, are we gonna see the verification?
I think you have to scenario yourself. I don't think you can. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going full mirror.
This is going to be curious.
Are the Erendites the same value?
Yeah. In fact, Pajabol should be 2 higher by rights. 3 higher.
This is so odd.
This is tough. Yeah, Pajabol should be bigger because he's been ahead at the end of that round, but also once now. Mm-hmm. And again now, I would imagine.
Are we seeing just the same thing again? This feels so weird.
It does. It's difficult. This is tough.
It feels like we're stuck in a loop. Do you kill one of the engines now?
There is
11, that's 9. Okay, good. So Paya's Erendite's 11.
Yeah.
DarkGriffin's 9.
And he's trying to work that out. I think he has to just match.
He's just doing the same thing.
But this doesn't get him ahead. Does he leader again?
No.
Oh, he doesn't.
So Paya will now either probably bring another engine. Or destroy one of DarkGriffin. This is so odd.
If I'm Pyre, I pass. If I'm Pyre, I pass here. Personally. You've got the exact same stuff and another card. True. And you know what the cards are. You know they're the exact same cards you have. I would be passing all day long if I was Pajabol here. But I'm not Pajabol, and there's a reason Pajabol's here. Because he wants to 2-0.
And he decides to play another card.
He does. He's happy
He's like,
with that.
you know what? I want to go home.
Yeah, imagine listening to Lionheart of all things, right? Hits the shield. Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. Now Paya is just happy.
He is.
What are we going to... Oh my...
Paya's play. He's going for it all. He's going for blood. He wants
ready.
this done. He's like, been waiting long enough.
Let's
Need the
go.
comeback. Isn't clicking yet, which is interesting.
Okay, well. His Iron Dance now 12.
Yeah. And it's going to stay that way.
Griffin needs to Amphibious Assault something.
Has to be a knight. Has to Amphibious Assault out the best possible knight he can.
Yep.
And that will be the shielded carryover for him. But that's dropping at 6. Is buffing and boosting. How on earth? He's got to try and make so many points. And I don't think it's possible. I genuinely don't think he has enough points. His leader's at 4. Pyre with the full smoke here.
You're out of
He
the
should
frame.
be. It's okay. I'm
You're
thinking
so hard, you're out of the frame.
I'm thinking off screen. Is
That's
he
cheating. He's going
takes the bronze?
Okay. Just to proc the things, I assume, but
Yeah.
still.
That's fine. He's going for as many procs as possible, effectively mirroring what Pajabol did.
Completely mirroring, yeah.
Yeah.
But without all the points.
Ooh, that's interesting.
You know? Wait. Oh, that was a rope.
I think he's just roped out there. That was not what he intended to do. He's just roped out there, I'm pretty sure.
Oh my.
Because he wanted to...
Pajabol 2-0 here.
Yeah. I think he was always 2-0ing, but... And he's just going to delete. Lock.
There we go.
Yeah.
The Iron Knight's not enough. We know that.
When it comes down to it, your Erendite is bigger than yours. Well, you know...
Paya's was bigger.
Pyre's ended up being the bigger of the 2 Erendites in
And
this
now
matchup,
we are
if there are any,
2-1.
of being behind in this situation in terms of series.
This happens again.
Nice little animation though.
Like
Here
that.
we go.
The placeholder is on the board.
Yeah, the eternal placeholder is on board, yes.
So, what have we got here? DarkGriffin has both of the horses. That's good.
That's
Milva.
helpful.
Do you want to Milva round 1?
Not really.
You don't really want. You want to do that round 3.
Yeah.
Have a nice untouchable points, right?
Yeah, it's not the best.
the best.
The Melena's fantastic because she just prevents so much and demands an answer, but of course
She will die. So
you're trading
Malena dies.
instant removal, right? That roach jumping to the other row is nice though, because you have denied a little bit of value there. Which isn't the end of the world. What are we kicking though? Do get rid of the boat.
Yeah, there we go. Are we killing the Malena with leader? You would imagine so, but maybe not.
Well, there's nothing to target with it now.
Yeah.
So you can, in theory, leave it for a turn if you want to.
And Paya probably does that.
Yeah. He says, you know what? Wow, okay, everything's...
Oh, wow. All the thinning.
A menagerie has appeared from Pajabol's deck, and it is here. Now, DarkGriffin... It's difficult.
Doesn't really
the
have
sentry,
a way to protect the sentry or anything.
So
right?
I'd play sentry front row
and move it once with a leader. That makes sense, yeah.
That's probably what you would do here as a guess. You would then also let Malena move the roach as well for an additional point.
Yeah. Oh no, moves the Siri.
Moves the Siri, okay. I would have done that in the other order then. I'd have left that front row first, moved the Siri, pinged the shield off. So it has cost himself, well, we'll see. But it could have removed the shield there for free, effectively, if he wanted to.
But Siri's also in a good place for Brehen, technically, then.
Yeah.
Because you can only move her one more time, front row, Brehen done.
Yeah, that's certainly an option. As we see all of that pinging. Yeah, I think what there was... Ultimately, if you're going to do it that way, there was definitely the loss of the shield there. But will it come to matter? We will find out. For DarkGriffin, getting the location.
Cat Witcher, no.
He'll be going for the normal Cat Witcher at this stage, you would imagine.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
So we're going to see cabbage is slowly growing,
Perfect.
which is good. That's how That's how you basically protect it.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have we have access to Brehen.
Yeah, and he could.
The easiest way to do is Royal Degree, move a Siri with Malina and Royal Degree into Brehen.
And you can do it now because, of course,
Brian.
It will work. Oh, and she just survives. Has to do it now.
You would do it now or never, right?
Brian with 5 units on a row does not worry about adrenaline. If he's going to do it, he needs to do it at this point. Otherwise, he's in trouble. Well, he's never getting it. Obviously, Pajabol sensible enough to protect the Siri by playing to the side of it, knowing that if it doesn't happen now, it's not going to happen.
You can still do it later with Leader.
You could do it with Leader, yeah, that's true. But it's a lot
Malina
of value to give,
matter,
right?
But yes, exactly. Malina's dying anyway, so you will probably want to do that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, that's what we're going to see instead. Plays the Milva.
Are we moving Malina not to die with Leader? That feels like a lot. We're moving something.
You would imagine...
Cat Witcher was moved.
Cat Witcher was moved with the Leader.
Yeah, that's...
As well. Moves everything instead with the location.
Okay,
she does survive.
Sense. And Nickers just dies. Probably. No, he doesn't.
No, Cat Witcher's going to eat none of it. Nickers still lives, of course.
That was so much movement in just like no time.
It was. Now, if you're Pajabol, the threat of it is frustrating.
Yeah.
But you just don't want to use another Leader here.
No.
Milva being out is decent. It's a card you haven't got to worry about. He'll be frustrated he doesn't have access to Curse of Corruption right now, but he'll find good value later on boosted units.
And we see Axel.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Not using another Leader.
No.
Are we now seeing Brehen? Maybe are we just keeping Siri alive? That makes...
No, you'd want to deal with Siri. It's always the option that you're looking for. His current hand is not terrible to Gaitan, but he's missing all of the beneficial engine value, right?
This might be the longest time Malina has stayed alive ever.
Literally in the history of Gwent, and okay, now we know that is telegraphed. She is disappearing, and of course the Brian play is always the right play in this spot.
Yeah.
Comes in, takes it. Farewell, Siri. Witcher on
Not
Witcher.
Ahead.
No, and
even with the Cat Witcher moving, but that's just how it is.
Yeah, and that's fine. Of course, Milva as well. Pajabol says, okay, I'm not going to lose uneven, but...
DarkGriffin just takes the his theory.
Yeah,
that's it.
And it doesn't get answered by the Tesha Mutna sword for once, which will feel great. Also a good-looking hand. If he can find the right combination now of the engines, get them sticking, it could be really scary. Oh, there's one of them.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, that's too slow. That's not.
Okay. Not bad.
I'd mulligan her, though. Is he going to keep?
Not sure. So as far as Paya, he missed one of the unicorns.
Yeah, and then against this as well.
Okay, we're just going forward.
So there's an option. He wants to try to pull Gaitan, right? But he's got no guarantee of it. Against Skellige, a lot of the time you're correct to just pass. Going to the long round makes it harder for them to thin, harder for them to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Etc., etc. But in the long round, does he feel anything survives? I guess he believes the answer to that is no. This is going to be interesting.
Let's see. So we'll probably... I could imagine playing the unicorns, but I could also...
I like the
really,
unicorn Chironix.
But that could just screw up your entire game. Because you don't want to play Gaitan too early.
That's the biggest problem. But then Gaitan just jumps in, right? You don't play it. It just is drawn. Ooh.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Oh, yeah, I forgot that it doesn't play it.
Yeah, so...
That's fine.
And now this jumps and boosts.
That's nice.
This list is better than people think. And if he decides to Golden Necker and he finds the Gaitan, I can't tell you how good it is. Frog mating season with...
Maxi? We're not seeing any of Maxi?
He just clicked straight away. Sometimes the animation skips us if they do it too quickly. He'll have looked at it and gone, yeah, that's fine, bye. Is he going to be brave enough here, is the question.
I would play Mentor and then Frog Mating Season.
So he can play Mentor right now for, it will be a 6-point card, 7 if he plays it to the right. Instead, he plays the...
Oh, wow.
He's so going to risk it. Please tell me he does.
Oh, my.
This is going to be really interesting.
So we could see then the Gaitan, the Sentry not getting as many points because it's moving last.
Yeah, that is the downside. Unless, if he's sensible, he'll leader it first.
True, could do that
So,
easily, right?
Yeah. That's the other option, right?
So are we gonna see... Yeah, you would lose one spot if you play for a mentor and frog mating season. Could be an option though.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily play in that order. You play them a little bit later. You play the Golden Necker last, but it's awkward, right? It can be very awkward, but so many points.
What are we gonna see from
The boat
Paya?
has 7, Bjorn has 6, I believe.
So they could delete the sentry.
Yeah.
And they might have to.
I think he has to delete the sentry there because it's the threat, right?
But DarkGriffin is such a good spot here. Do you play the mentor?
If he wants to go for it, yes. If he has Gaitan in hand, he plays it. But trying to grab it from Golden Necker seems brave. So, and Sentry does still boost, but it will only boost cards that moved after it.
Yeah, that's
not
what I meant.
Before it.
So it will just move, like 2 or 3 will not boost, and then... Oh,
now that's really nice for him. Obviously, he's seen that was at the top, and it's why he was so quick, because of course he is now going to play the Chiron-X as well.
Okay.
The Chiron-X will kill that. Yikes.
So we're going to see...
That's terrible for DarkGriffin.
That's really bad. But DarkGriffin can say, okay, nice, you played this, bye.
Oh god, it's awful for Pajabol.
Why is it?
Because, he's thinning down to 0 now. He's still okay. He thins down to 0, and as a result, his compass is still fine. That's alright.
That's alright.
He's okay. Takes the pass here, but he's in a much better spot now.
Definitely, yeah.
This is going to be close. Still has his Golden Necker, and it's by no means over here. The points that this can produce in lightning fast time is scary.
So Paya has all his cards now.
Everything, yeah.
Nothing's left.
Yeah.
Well,
no
we're
mystery.
Looking for Gaitan. Oh no!
And he has to mulligan. He not only does he find it. That was a...
Wait, what?
It was a visual bug.
So...
Oh, boy.
Does he have everything he needs in the deck?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
He does.
That could still be very close then.
This could be... Paya still having a leader ability and Teshin Mutna Sword and removal makes this difficult. Very, very difficult for DarkGriffin to stand a chance here, but...
But at the same time...
It's not impossible.
Yeah, so I think we Cat Witcher, Dryad, Mentor, and we'll see what's next. Yeah, we'll see.
The Clash.
Cat Witcher just goes.
It does.
Makes sense, honestly. Because that's so many points. You know, some people just leave Cat Witchers go, but they can be so many points if you leave them jumping around.
Especially if the Adrenaline was just about to proc.
There we go.
Now DarkGriffin taking his time here. He needs that mentor to survive a single turn.
Yeah, exactly. It will be so difficult.
It never does. The problem is it never survives a turn. So he either has to Golden Necker first, which is what he should do, I think.
We might have to do that now, yeah.
But, yeah, I don't think he can ever win in that spot. He needs to play front row and then move it back row and it still dies. He has to Golden Necker here, I think.
Yeah, Golden Necker because Mentor dies. Gaitan doesn't have the thing, so it's Frog Mating Season, Cat Witcher, and Mega Skull, which is good. Those are good cards to get.
Still great cards, yeah. He's happy with that, of course, to a degree. He's missing out on about 10 points worth of value from the Mentor, but it doesn't mean that that's the end of this for that at all.
Okay. Let's see how this goes. So, I guess Paya is happy to kill something here, but we'll go for the blue compass. Not blue compass.
Compass. Oh! And he was ready and prepared for this. He knew exactly what he was doing.
I don't think I've seen this so many times.
It's so cruel. Yeah, like...
Oh my.
He was always coming. Pajabol was ready.
Whew. Yeah, no more frogs. No frogs this season.
Yeah.
That was very quick.
That was the shortest mating season in history, I think it's fair to say. As we now... And all the damage here as well. It is not enough. Wow.
So Paya gets through.
And yeah, that is correct.
Paya gets through 3-1. The history repeats itself.
Yeah, in exactly the same way.
Griffin.
Identically.
Identically, yeah. So, oh my, but DarkGriffin played so well against Paya. And DarkGriffin is not supported by a team. I feel like it's really important to say, you know, that they played amazingly, but
with different
Paya,
lists.
Yeah, exactly. Paya had a long day. This was his like
400th game, right?
series. So he worked so hard to get it, and he is now through to the mid-season.
He is. That is MyaMon and Pajabol qualifying. GG's to DarkGriffin.
That was great.
Fantastic different series. They've restarted the tournament when there were issues, I think. So that would be incredible. I love the lists that have been brought. So much diversity across that this weekend.
Yeah.
And so much fun as well.
And I love that Squirtle list. It should have won. It was so great. But all of the games were so much fun. And that last Golden Compass, that was hilarious.
It was. And he knows what he's doing there because he's ready for that ultimately.
Yeah, of course.
He is prepared.
That was fun.
Was great fun. Obviously, you know me. You're on my channel. I'm Lionheart. I'm joined by my better half, GhostArya. You can follow her in the channel now. She will be streaming some Gwent tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Just pause it.
Yeah. Ignore. Don't worry about that. And it has been our absolute delight, privilege, and pleasure
Thank you
to
so
be
much.
here
I really
for you
appreciate
guys.
that. It was fun that you guys stopped by. It is so much fun to cast Gwent tournaments.
It really is. Love
it's
doing
always so different, and it's so good to see like really high performance Gwent.
Yes.
Right? Because those people are playing to get into Masters.
Completely.
And thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by.
Yes.
Matt will post this later on YouTube if you want to replay this, because some of these moments are this fast.
Yeah, like this.
And you want to see them again. And we will probably send you over to somebody who's now playing Gwent. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can see.
Cusento?
Cusento's back. Love Cusento. Check and Mate as a name. Oh, that's hilarious. That's actually very funny.
That is really good.
That is funny.
Thank you guys for being here. That was so much fun. We'll send you...